Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT. Your home for the County of Champions.
Has a throw to first, and that's your ball game. Union has won its first ever WPIAL championship.
There it is. Champions, Neshannock Lancers.
Strike three. The Union Scotties, golden once again.
One gold not enough. How about 2 district gold and 2 state gold for the Lady Lancers?
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
9 seconds. Anderson into the corner. It's boys for 3. Shot! Take time for
Look to throw again. Directing traffic. Going for the quarterback in the end zone. Touchdown!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Live from the Neshannock High School, it's high school football on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, the Neshannock Lancers host the Beaver Falls Tigers. Tonight's broadcast on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic. They're keeping you in the game. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 80 years. The Red Zone, scoring big at the Red Zone. Our Cunningham Funeral Home, let our family help your family. Medor Bonner Law, a community firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. The Pontius Insurance, love the life you live, worry-free. The Green Room Grill, family-owned restaurant, brewery, and banquet center. Tonight's broadcast also being brought to you by the Penn Ohio Bottled Water, home and business bottled water delivery. Joseph's Marketplace, there's Newcastle's family-owned since 1915. Dorn Concrete, residential and commercial concrete contractors. Michael Kirkwood Jr. and Kate Castle Realty, people you know, people you trust. The DNR Lawn Care, have your lawn done right. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services, the Tri-County Principals Association, something for your wall photographer. They captured that perfect moment. And by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Good evening, everybody. My name's Lee Moan, along with my brother Jay Moan, here tonight for a beautiful night here in Western Pennsylvania for high school football. This LGKG pregame show. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for free consultation. Jay, we got Neshannock and Beaver Falls. Neshannock coming in 4-0. Beaver Falls at 3-1. Should be a fun matchup.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this game. You have Beaver Falls speed against Neshannock's defense. We'll see what happens.
And it's just couldn't ask for better weather here tonight.
A little bit crisp, but
come on, it's high school football.
That's better that way. That's what I'm getting at. I mean, a lot of times you get these hot summer nights, you get a bunch of cramps. I don't think I have to worry about cramps tonight. We don't have to. We'll still talk about the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company tonight, since they're one of our sponsors. But they won't be sponsored cramps, like you said. We won't have the cramps. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back, and we'll break down this game a little bit. We'll be talking about the Beaver Falls Tigers when we come back. You're listening and watching the high school football here on lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Weiland, Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
And welcome back to Neshannock High School. Limo and J-Mo bringing tonight's action between Neshannock and Beaver Falls. We mentioned Neshannock coming in at 4-0, Jay, not getting any respect. They're not ranked in the top 5. Beaver Falls ranked number 1. Neshannock 174 points scored, 116 given up. Beaver Falls, they scored 130, but they've only given up 32 points here tonight. So you already talked about offensive, defense. Let's look a little bit about Beaver Falls right now. They have a great quarterback in Jaron Brickner getting some D1 looks. You had an opportunity to look at him a little bit during warm-ups.
He threw a pretty nice pass. We'll just see how he does in the game, though. It's the difference between practice and games.
Yeah, Jaron, he led last year. He threw for 2,569 yards, 25 TDs, and 12 interceptions, and he is the all-time leading passer. Now, if you break that down, Jay, as we think about, let's see, who played at Beaver Falls? There was a famous, Joe Namath. Joe Namath actually played at Beaver Falls, and he is the leading passer by Joe. Of course, they didn't pass the ball a lot back then, but still, to be beating Joe Namath is pretty good.
Yeah, Joe Namath, he won the PA state title in 1960, and then in 1969, they won the Super Bowl, and he guaranteed that the New York Jets would beat the Colts.
I wonder if he's guaranteeing a Beaver Falls victory here tonight.
He might be.
Well, Jaron's also a very talented baseball player, too. He's batted .342 in baseball this year so far. He's off to a rough start passing the ball, 21 of 59, which is about 36%, 392 yards and a couple TDs. He threw 6 interceptions, though, over the year, but he has rushed for 269 yards. You're going to see a very good two running backs, and Dre Hall and Deshaun Anderson. Dre Hall and Isaiah Ashbacher also is going to be behind in the running back field. So again, speed, and we bring up Todd Graham from Pitt there. So, but anyways, and they've got 3 of the 4 4x100 players here on Beaver Falls for the 4x400 track championship. They're 2-time defending champion. Demetrius Taylor, Trey Singleton, and Michael Blackshear, all starters out here tonight for Beaver Falls. So if you don't catch them, you're not going to catch them.
You can have to stop before they get out in the open field. Once they get in the open field, it's all over.
Nick Nardone, he's in his 6th year coaching at Beaver Falls. He's a 2007 Elwood City graduate. He is a linebacker and defensive back that played at Lafayette. He's been an assistant at Beaver Falls since 2013. Coach stepped down after the 2016 season. They said, let's promote Nick. Nick's been here ever since. Got himself a championship in 2020. He's doing a fine job here at Beaver Falls High School. They've won 5 WPIAL championships in their career, 1928, 1960, 1984, 2016, and 2020. And we mentioned the 2016 state championship team. They're going to become the 8th school in PIAA history to get 700 wins. They're at 688 right now. McKeesport just made their 700th win last year. Let's take another break, and we'll come back and talk a little bit about the Neshannock Lancers. You're watching and listening to high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Has your child's early education slowed down or even paused due to the pandemic? This is crucial time you can't get back. LCAP can keep your little learner on track for success. We have options for working and non-working parents with in-person childcare and age-appropriate virtual learning to keep them busy and engaged. Parents, don't hit pause on early learning. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership can jumpstart their future. Learn more at lcap.org.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medore Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Hey, welcome back to Neshannock for tonight's match between Neshannock and Beaver Falls. The LGKG pregame show. Let their law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, they've been keeping promises for over 80 years. Jay, we've seen the Neshannock Lancers a couple times. They're at 4-0 overall. We saw them against the Mohawk Warriors a couple times, and Laurel. Mohawk once and Laurel once, and got a pretty good quarterback in Mr. Johnny Huff.
He has a lot more speed than I thought he had.
Yeah, Johnny Huff right now, he's run for. I just have my stats right here, and I just lost him. He's run for 700 and. I just lost my stats. But anyway, it's about 725 yards and 7 TDs as Braden Huff. And good job. We know Peyton Weaver, he got hurt. We know about that. But Matthew Ionelli's been doing a nice job stepping in as a running back, Jay.
Yes, he has. And I remember we watched him earlier against Laurel. He had a tremendous game. And because of him, that's why they won that game in overtime, double overtime.
Yeah. There we go. Now I got it. Johnny Huff, 26 of 60 passing the ball this year. 2 TDs and 1 interception. He's thrown for 262 yards, but he's averaging 10 yards a carry, 71 carries for 724 yards. And 9 TDs so far. Matt Ionelli, he has 7 TDs on the year running the ball also.
Yeah, they have a very good running attack, and then Huff, he jumps in there and runs quite a bit too. And he does have a nice arm. I remember him in the Laurel game through some very nice passes.
Yeah, and Johnny Huff, he was hurt last year, but he's come back, and he's had a nice start to this year also. And the Neshannock Lancers, they've been coached by Fred Mazzacco. It's his 11th year, 81-31 overall. I'll make that 85-31 overall now. Last year they were 7-4. They lost in the WPIAL champion Sarah Catholic in the first round. Boy, remember that game.
Yes, I do.
Sarah Catholic was just amazing. They've reached the playoffs 8 out of 10 years. And when Coach Mazzacco took this job, people told him, you don't want to go to Neshannock. That's a dorm. Yeah, you're never going to win there. It's not going to happen. But he took it as a challenge, and he's done quite well. They're 40-6 home record so far here in Neshannock. They're the WPIAL runner-up in 2016, and they lost that very talented, undefeated Steel Valley team with Paris Ford on it. That was the team that Steel Valley won the WPIAL. They won the states, and they mercy ruled every opponent the whole way down the road, even in the state championship game also. And now we're going to pause now for tonight's national anthem. now the Neshannock alma mater. And yes, that's tradition here on Lawrence County SportsNet.com in the honor of Mr. Mark Schoss, the late Mark Schoss, the great late Mark Schoss, who would love to be here. I always share this story, Jay. You know, when we're doing games on radio only, and we'd be here, and we'd be doing on the radio with him, he'd say, "Lee, bring it back," because he'd be standing tall, proud, and straight as can be with that Neshannock alma mater. He was such a proud alum here from the Neshannock Lancers.
I got to know Mark through you, and I said he was a unique individual. Best way to put it.
That's a very good way to put it, anyways. And you had to duck some on Friday nights because you never know what pencil, pen, headset might come flying at you. You don't know that. So
I remember the one night we were doing a broadcast, and I don't know what he got mad at you or somebody. He just took his headset, laid it, and he left.
And he did come back afterward.
Yeah, he went and got Diet Pepsi and come back.
Yeah, and act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Time for our starting lineups by Michael Kirkwood Jr. and Gasser Realty. Call Realtor Michael Kirkwood Jr. 724-301-1482 for your residential or commercial properties. On the offensive side of the ball for the Beaver Falls Tigers, Jay, I did not write them down, so I'm going to give them to you for the offensive side of the ball.
I have them marked off. Let's see. Starting at wide receiver is number 12, number 11, I'm sorry, Jared Brickner.
That's our quarterback.
And running backs, I guess we're going to have to, I don't have them marked the right way, so.
Oh, that's all right. Our running backs, you're going to see Richard Trey Singleton out there. You're going to see Michael Blackshear, Deontay Wade Epps, Jared Brickner, Kenny Joel III, so Sean McElvey, Dante Gatos, Dre Hall. On the offensive line and defensive line, Tarek Milner, Christopher Mason, Anthony Brigham, Salmari McCoy, Damian Lee, Connor Palucci, Thomas Tutweiler, and Jacob Jesserman as your offensive and defensive lines. For the Neshannock football rosters, again, check out Michael Kirkwood's current listings or list your home at castle-realty.com. Starting at your quarterback tonight is going to be Mr. Johnny Huff. Your running backs tonight, Matthew Iannelli. Wide receiver, Anthony Bonner. You'll see Dom Cubelis out there. You'll see Carter DeVivo out there. You'll see a little bit of Braden Huff out there also. Your offensive line, Austin King, Ryan Huff, Michael Ponciani, Aiden Schaefer, Jackson Mazzacco. No, they're not related. And Tony Parada. We said that was Coach Mazzacco's son at times. Like, no, not the son. So, anyways, that's your starting on the offensive line. The defensive side of the ball, at nose tackles, Austin King, and along with Michael Ponciani. The defensive end, Aiden Schaefer, Jackson Mazzacco, and Brett Ensko also. And we're also going to be seeing Andrew Fry out there tonight. Let's talk a little bit real quick as we're waiting for the Neshannock team to come out, Jay. A little bit about Andrew Fry. As of right now, he's going to be eligible to play the rest of the year, but ineligible for the playoffs. But he's going to be a big impact.
Well, Andrew Fry, he wanted to play in a team, and the coach says, no, you can't play. So the team got together, and the senior says, let him play. So they took a vote, and they voted to let him play. So they told the coach, we want him to play. He said, well, you might lose your playing time. They said, we don't care. He is an athlete. We need him.
Yeah, Go ahead.
And he plays defensive line and offensive line, and I think he's a tight end too.
Yes, yeah. Right now he's listed as number 84 as far as we can tell. So Andrew, as long as his talented sister on the Neshannock softball team, Addie Fry, and also the basketball team.
Yes.
Also, yes, she the state championship basketball and softball Neshannock Lancers. Yeah, Coach Mazzacos is getting a little bit of pressure right now on him right now because he's seeing all those stuff in the gym. You know, he's got state championships, WPIAL championships, and here's Coach Mazzacco. Nothing yet, but he's doing quite well up here anyways. Let's a little bit more on the defensive side. Lucia DeLillo is going to be a cornerback, linebacker, Ronnie DeMays. Jackson Billick is cornerback. Don Cabellis is a linebacker. Braden Huff you'll see out in the cornerback issue. Patrick Argero, is a cornerback also. Strong safety is Matthew Iannelli also, but we're waiting for the Beaver Falls and the Neshannock. This is a gorgeous Friday night here in Neshannock, Newcastle, Pennsylvania area. Again, looking at the standings along the way here. Beaver Falls is 3-1 on the year. They defeated Blackhawk their first game of the year 22-7. Lost to Beaver, which is a 4A team. They lost to them 19-16. That was a big, I thought it was a little bit of an upset Beaver been, but they've rolled the last two games. They beat Knock, which has been struggling last few years. They defeated Knock 44-6, and Knock not playing a home game, Jay, this year because their stadium is ripped up.
I believe they're going to play one home game before they rip it up. I thought I just saw that in the paper.
Well, no, it's ripped up right now.
But they said something about they're going to play one.
They might get it done then, huh?
No, they said he's going to play a home game or something. I was reading the paper about it.
Well, yeah. But yeah, the other school, Aliquippa, not having any home games this year. They annihilated the Pitt, and they're going to have the Pitt logo out on the field, and they just don't know if the Flaming Arrow is going to come in on the turf yet. They don't know how they're going to get that tradition. So it'd be cool. I'd like to see that because for those who don't know, I'm sure they do here in the Newcastle area. But the guy out in the horse, which I'm surprised that hasn't got talked about. You know, the guy in the Indian coming out on the horse with the flaming arrow and stabs it into the middle of the field like they do at Florida State.
Yep.
They do that at Aliquippa. But when you're on turf, it might be tough to do.
You might melt that turf.
Yeah. So Beaver Falls, they beat Knock 44-6 and 48-0. And on the other side, then the Neshannock Lancers, as I said, we rolled it. They are 4-0 on the year. In Neshannock and Beaver Falls at 1-0 in the section, along with Riverside and Freedom. We got to see that Riverside team last week, the Riverside and Freedom, a gutsy performance by the Riverside Panthers.
I'll tell you what, they were impressive. I was surprised. I didn't think they was going to do as well as they did. I believe it was a 48-28 score, something like that.
32-28 it was. Okay. I think it was the final. Yeah, and the Neshannock 4-0. They defeated the first game of the year 45-28. Defeated the Sharon Tigers. Then they defeated Laurel, as we had here, 41-34. What a game that was.
Double overtime.
Yeah, and then they went down to Ambridge, and then they defeated Ambridge 40-34. And then they got their first section win of the year. They defeated Western Beaver 48-20 just last week. They will be taking on, if they can get by here, Beaver Falls. They get by Beaver Falls, and on paper, let's just say on paper, I mean, you're looking at New Brighton, Freedom, and Riverside and Elwood. You know, these on paper look like the two top teams in this section for sure.
I think you better put Laurel up there too.
Well, Laurel's in single A.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they moved down. They're down to single A this year, so don't have to worry about them the rest of the year. So while we're waiting on the teams, let's take another quick break, and we'll be back with hopefully the teams coming onto the field. You're watching and listening to high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
At our Cunningham Funeral Home and Crematory, we are a proud 6th-generation, family-owned and operated funeral home located centrally in the Newcastle and Neshannock communities. Our large facility and experienced staff allows us to accommodate any family with personalized services. To learn more about our services and pre-planning, visit our website at www.cunninghamfh.com or follow us on Facebook. Allow our family to help your family.
Yeah, welcome back to Neshannock High School. Lee Moan, Jay Moan bringing you tonight's action here. And I forgot to take a look, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the press box, we do not have a Henry sighting here tonight. So that's a good thing. No, and we do, that's becoming tradition here in Lawrence County too. Henry Frengel, who umpires a lot of games, so we always give him a hard time. As the Beaver Falls Tigers will be coming on in the field. A little late here tonight, but that's all right. And the Neshannock Lancers will get that smoke ready. And I like the tradition. They have the youth football players, if you see down to our right, as the camera's going to be showing them here in a second, lining up along that tent. And it's a nice, I love the tradition that they have here in Neshannock with really big entrance here in Neshannock.
It's a good entrance. It's unique. Like I said, a lot of teams don't do it that way. A lot of them have like a flag, and then that doesn't hold right. This is a neat tradition. I like this a lot better.
And they get the banners, and so they'll hide in that little tent too. Everybody gathers in there, which is the great thing. They get all 40 and the tent moving and everything else, and then they'll get that smoke going, and coming out will be the Neshannock Lancers here tonight. Beaver Falls makes their way onto the field.
And the little kids are right behind them.
And the best part of this is the Notre Dame fight song, even though it's the Neshannock fight song, but that's another thing.
That's your opinion, Lee.
I know.
I know you're a Notre Dame fan, and you're okay.
And here comes the Neshannock Lancers out onto the field.
There's the fireworks.
Big game here in Lawrence County here tonight. Neshannock in their gray uniforms with the white numbers and the red trim on the helmets.
Beaver Falls in their familiar red and white uniforms with red letters.
Orange. I'm going to go that orange.
Okay, we'll go orange.
Yeah, it's definitely orange. I'm looking for Peyton Weaver on the sideline right now. Peyton is in the. Here comes Peyton rolling in on the track. So Peyton doing well. Still going to be a little hobbled yet. So let's get tonight's captains out onto the field for Neshannock. Give me Luciano DeLillo, Johnny Huff, Matthew Ionelli, and Austin King for the Beaver Falls Tigers. It's Trey Singleton,
Connor
looks like Thomas Tutwiler, and Jaron Brickner also as your captains for keys to tonight's game, Jay, for the Neshannock Lancers.
I would say you have to stop the speed of Beaver Falls.
Easier said than done.
We'll see what happens.
And for the Beaver Falls Tigers, what are their keys here tonight?
I'd say they have to make the running attack of Neshannock be non-existent.
And the offensive side, or we can do like the normal, and Neshannock will won the toss and they will receive. Or we could give the typical political answer: we have to score more points. I love coaches who do that every once in a while. We need to score more points than the other team.
Well, in this case, it might be true because they both have a very explosive offenses.
Yeah. I predict a very offensive game here tonight. We will see if that plays out here tonight. But we are finally ready for high school football. Laurel and Union also doing battle on the other side, just down the road.
So you don't predict a 10-7 game lead?
No. On paper, this looks like a 40-30 type game. Yeah, both high. I mean, we'll see if Beaver Falls can contain Johnny Huff. Nobody has really contained him yet on that on the run pass options. I mean, he's been doing a great job.
And he throws a very nice pass. And like I said, he gets out in the open. He can move too. He had a couple of touchdowns that one night. He was very impressed with his speed.
So going back to receive for the Neshannock Lancers, that's Braden Huff on the near side. On the far side, that's DeLolo Luciano. Doing the kicking for the Beaver Falls is Michael Blackshear, and we're underway, and it's a squib kick unintentionally, and it's going to be fielded by Beaver Falls. They're going to get it back. Falling on the ball is Demetrius Taylor. The intentional onside kick go to the Beaver Falls Tigers.
I think he just missed that kick.
We know he did.
Yeah.
So Beaver Falls starts off in great position at the 44-yard line, just 3 seconds in.
That's not the way you want to start a game.
Yeah, it was in the hands, it looked like, of Jackson Biondi, but then he just lost it.
Yeah, maybe some pre-game or a little bit of jitters to start the game.
That ball did have a lot of spin on it also. So the intentional kick, onside kick to Beaver Falls. We'll start off. Brickner in the shotgun. Running back in Bricks Raw. And he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain is Brickner.
That might have been a loss there. That looks like it might have been a 2-yard loss.
That's even better. Bring up a 2nd down and 12. Brickner will take off an awful lot. Said 38 carries on the year so far. Looking for the play. Plenty of time. Because Brickner and Trey Singleton. Trey Singleton, 14th in the country at a wide receiver right now. He's 2nd down 12. Brickner hands off to Singleton. Singleton trying to get outside, but a good job knocking him out of bounds on that far side by Neshannock. That was Don Cubelis. The whole Singleton just a 2-yard gain and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 10. That's not the way you want to start. Like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 is not bad, but 3rd and 10, there's a few plays in that, but you don't want to start that way.
Yeah, Trey Singleton, we mentioned there was a flag on the play on the far side. Also, looks like it'd be a holding call on Beaver Falls.
I never saw the flag.
And the Neshannock will take that. So going to bring up 2nd down. About 22. Yeah, Trey Singleton also on the basketball team for the Beaver Falls Tigers. We mentioned he was one of the 3 players in that 1x400. So Brickner's going to go underneath center.
It's 2nd and 25. They went from where the hold was started at.
So Bricks Raw, the handoff to him, and he's going to go nowhere. In the backfield for the Neshannock Lancers, it's Arguero. Raw had nowhere to go. It's another loss. Actually going to give him no gain for 3rd down. It's a 3rd down and 25. So defensive line getting it done so far here early for the first 2 plays, Jay.
They've been in the backfield all 3 plays.
So you would think Brickner's going to go in the air here. And they can go deep. In comes the motion, the double reverse. Breaking into the inside, but not going to go anywhere. With number 25, that was Deshaun Anderson. Anderson also on the basketball team. Give him 3, but that's going to be it. Actually, if I give him 5, it's going to be bring up 4th down. And Beaver Falls will be forced to bunt. So great 3 and out here, Jay, for the Neshannock Lancers.
That's after that muff kickoff, that's the way you want to do.
Anthony Bonner back deep to receive for the Neshannock Lancers. tell. It looks like it's
number 2, I believe.
Yes, it's Bonner. And doing the kicker is Jaron Brickner. And it's a high snap. Great one-handed catch there. And Brickner, he just barely got it off. And it takes an Neshannock bounce.
How did he get that ball up between that guy's hands?
Well, he's a quarterback.
Oh, wow.
So Jaron somehow got it off, and Neshannock takes over in great field position at their own 34-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
That definitely took an Neshannock bounce, came up the field instead of going back towards the end zone.
Yeah, Jaron's brother Dylan is playing at YSU. So Neshannock will take over 1st and 10. Great start here for the Lancers. 2.5 minutes in, 9:30 to go here first quarter. No score between Neshannock and Beaver Falls.
See what Beaver Falls defense does now.
Johnny Huff, your quarterback. Yeah, looks like Ionelli to his left. Now Ionelli's going to get the call. Rumbling, first down. Ionelli, 13-yard gain.
That's the way you want to start the game.
So Ionelli gets that call. Good start right up the gut. The offensive line for the Lancers getting it done early here.
Defensive back had to make the tackle 12 yards down the field.
Johnny Huff gets the call. Ionelli moves to his right, trips to his left, one to his right. Man comes in motion. Huff back to Ionelli. Good play there right in the middle of the field. That was number 63 for the Beaver Falls Tigers. There's this Simori McCoy with the stop. Ionelli with only a 1-yard gain.
He met him right in the hole. He didn't have a chance to get started.
Brings up 2nd and 9. That's coming into the game is Braden Montgomery. So 2 wide receivers right and left. Ionelli will go to the right again of Huff. Huff back to pass. Flushed out, running for his life now is Huff, and then he just turns and fires and gets it out of bounds. Got outside the tackle box, threw it out of bounds, 3rd down.
That's what you have to do. Very smart run, very smart play by him. He knew he wasn't going to get anywhere running, so he did the best thing he could do, was throw it out of bounds.
Last year, that's intentional grounding. This year, just a forced incomplete pass. To bring up 3rd and 9. As Cabellas comes in motion. Low snap, Huff handles it. Being flushed out of the pocket. He's running for his life and then floats it forward, and it's going to be incomplete to Ionelli. Should be an incomplete pass. It looked like a 2-handed pass by Johnny Huff and just threw it up in the air. Probably not the wisest decision, but get away with it.
It's luckily the Beaver Falls player didn't come up with the ball.
So actually, Neshannock did get a 1st down, but they back now punting as Deshaun Anderson goes back with great speed as Deshaun Anderson. Neshannock will kick, or will they? They do kick. Nice high kick, fair cat at the 18-yard line. So a good 33-yard punt with no return by Luciano DeLillo. So defensive start to this game, Jay.
I didn't expect this, did you?
You heard my final score, didn't you?
Yes. Now we'll see if they can get a few good offensive plays going now, Beaver Falls.
So Beaver Falls will come up to the line, 1st and 10. Brickner will be in that shotgun. And Neshannock jump. It did not jump quick enough there as Brickner goes left side, breaks a couple tackles, gets to the 24-yard line. So a 6-yard gain for Brickner, bring up 2nd down.
Nice run to start the sequence of plays. Second and 4 is a lot of things you can do now.
especially with the athleticism of Brickner. See if Bricks Rawls still back there as your running back. No, they changed running backs now. It's going to be Dre Hall as your running back for 2nd down and 4 for the Beaver Falls Tigers. Man comes in motion. They're going to hand it right off to Hall, and he's going to try to spin out of spin away, but runs right into the arms of Ryan Huff. And that's going to go down as a 1-yard loss for Dre Hall, bring up 3rd down.
Tell you what, he barely got a step, and Huff was on top of him.
They bring up 3rd and 5. Here with 7 minutes to go here, first quarter, no score. As Randy Gore, the voice of the North Allegheny Sports Network, says, they're looking at the risk coach. Rawl back in. There's a pitch. The man outside, is he going to get the first down? I think he fell enough for the first down, I believe. Was the running back or the wide receiver Trey Singleton.
Yeah.
They're going to mark it, looks like maybe a half-yard short. No, they're going to give him the first down.
Looked a little short. They actually moved the ball back about a half an hour, and I thought maybe that wouldn't get it. But.
So Singleton gets those 5 yards and gets the first down. The first down for the Beaver Falls Tigers. Just underway here. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left here, first period. No score between the Neshannock and Beaver Falls on a gorgeous night in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Brickner gives the pitch, and there's a fumbled ball. Who comes up with it? Ball still loose. Neshannock saying they have it. And there it is. It looks like number 11, I believe. It looks like Dom Cubelis came up with the ball. So
yes.
Neshannock gets the first turnover. Medor Bonner Law sponsors those turnovers. Your community firm with a personal connection and individual service. Thanks to Medor Bonner Law for the turnover. So Neshannock takes over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Didn't see who knocked that out.
I couldn't see. There was 2 or 3 players on him.
So the first turnover of the game for the Neshannock Lancers. Man comes in motion. Inside handoff. No, it's going to fake I thought Huff had it. I'm sorry. Ionelli. They did give it to Ionelli. No gain. 2nd down.
I thought Huff had it too late.
I'm glad you were full too.
I mean, I thought he's going for a touchdown, but he didn't have the ball.
Well, we've seen him do that a couple times this year already.
Oh, yes.
Very crafty with that. Let's see if DeLolo comes back in motion again here. 3 trips. 3 receivers to the right. Huff back to pass. A little swing pass. Ionelli. He's got room outside. 30-25 down to the 24-yard line. Good pursuit there by Bricks Rawl. Give him 6 in the play. Bring up 3rd and 4. Just a simple swing pass. Looked like it had more open. Looked like it was open a little bit. Could be open more there, Jay.
I'll tell you what, he really closed quick on the ball.
Yeah, Bricks Rawl did a nice job.
I thought he was going to go for at least 15 or 20.
Bricks Rawl listed a 5'8" and 180, and boy, he's solid.
And he showed his quickness there too.
Yeah, 3rd and 4, probably in 4th down territory as DeLillo comes in motion.
Oh, he fumbled the
and
ball.
DeLillo
He
lost the ball, and Beaver Falls is going to recover. Falling on the ball for Beaver Falls. Damiano Sims. So 1 turnover apiece.
He went to switch hands, and he forgot to catch the ball when he put it in his other hand.
Medor Bonner Law, with a local firm with deep ties in the community. Visit MedorBonnerLaw.com to find out how they can serve you. So 2 turnovers each, or excuse me, 1 turnover each for each side. Shaky start for these 2 teams. Beaver Falls now will take over. Inside handoff, get about a few yards there is Dre Hall. Down to about the 26-yard line, about a 4-yard gain for Dre Hall. Bring up 2nd down and about 5.
Looks like Andrew Fry ended the game.
Yeah, hopefully Andrew's going to get his eligibility taken care of there.
He could be a very valuable person in that team.
Handoff inside there, getting the first down is the tie-in Buford, excuse me. Give him about 8 in the play. So finally Beaver Falls getting a little bit of momentum here. The clock down to 3:54 to go here, first period. It's no score between Neshannock and Beaver Falls. Almost a wishbone look, but it's not really a wishbone, but
trips in the backfield.
Yeah, no wide receivers. Bricks Rawl met there in the hole by Jackson Billick. Give him a couple yards. So a little bit of everybody carrying the ball here, Jay.
Yeah, Bricks seems to be the main. He's the fullback, and like you said, he's a little spark plug.
Yeah, you got Wall, you got Singleton. Bring up 2nd and 8. Nothing fancy. It's basically smash mouth football right now for the Beaver Falls Tigers. Brickner hands the ball off again, gets a little bit of room down to the 46-yard line, close to the first down. It will be a first down. That's Damian Beaufort. Give him 8 more. So Beaufort. First down.
Nice run.
2 8-yard carries for Beaufort. So Brickner yet to throw a pass here.
I'm waiting for some play action.
Yeah, you're setting them up now.
They're not stopping a run right now.
No, this is old school football right now. And into the backfield for a loss. Brought down by Neshannock. I'm going to say that was Ryan Huff in the backfield.
I honestly didn't see who it was.
Down their loss is Dre Hall. Bring up 2nd and 11. Fast-moving first quarter here. At this rate, we may have time to go over Union and catch the second half.
Well, when you don't throw the ball, the clock don't stop.
Hall again, trying to get the left side, but denied there by the Neshannock defense. Looks like that was Braden Huff this time with the stop. Hall, no gain. Bring up 3rd and 11. At halftime, we'll have the Beaver Falls Band and the Neshannock Band and the Trib Live High School Sports Network show. That's Brickner. This might be your first passing play of the game here. Play clock's down to 7. They're going to have to get a Ponce Insurance timeout here. Play clock down to 4. 3-2. They get it off. Brickner, quick slant, and it's going to be complete. And it can be short of the first down, though. It was complete to Deshaun Anderson. But it's going to be a 10-yard gain and not an 11-yard gain. So let's see what Beaver Falls decides to do here in 4th and short.
I don't see no punt team coming on, Lee.
Deshaun Anderson, part of that basketball team at Beaver Falls. 4th and 1 from the Neshannock 45. Brickner getting the play. Go those three running backs in the back. I'm looking for Brickner to keep here. And he's going to hand it off, and they're going to get the first down and more. Still on his feet, but that was Damian Beaufort with the play. Give him 8 more. He's had 3 carries of 8, 8, and 8. First down, Beaver Falls. And they do not have to run a play if they do not want. And it does not look like they will. So that's going to do it for the first quarter. No score between Beaver Falls and Neshannock. You're watching and listening to high school football here in the Trib Live High School Sports Network and Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Looking to buy, sell, or rent in Lawrence County? Get Realtor Michael Kurtwood Jr. in your starting lineup today. Michael Kirkwood Jr. of Castle Realty caters to buyers, sellers, and renters of Lawrence County and the surrounding areas. Call Michael Kirkwood Jr. at 724-301-1482 today. Check out his current listings or list your home at castle-realty.com. People you know, people you trust.
And welcome back to Neshannock High School, Jay. We've had, since Peyton Weaver, if you can see him here on our screen with the wheelchair, everybody in the community is really a great support. And the Laurel cheerleaders tonight are wearing Play for Peyton t-shirts you see up here on our screen as they pose in the Laurel. But it's a great thing for the Laurel Spartan cheerleaders to do that, as Peyton Weaver having some problems here, but hopefully going to be out of the wheelchair hopefully in a week or two.
Yeah, we talked to one of the coaches, and they thought he was going to be on crutches by now, and they said, no, he's not. He's still not under a little under weather still.
But thanks to the Laurel cheerleaders for doing that over. And they're over at Union High School tonight, but still wearing the Play for Peyton t-shirts tonight. So second down for Beaver Falls. Actually, it was a first down play, excuse me, and Dre Hall with the carry. Give him about 3. Jeez, I say give it to Buford. He's got 3 carries for 24 yards, all with 8 yards a carry. Nothing fancy here, Jay.
No, just like you said, smash mouth football. We'll see if he maybe throws a couple more passes.
He hasn't attempted one yet.
Yeah, he threw the one to the
one. There's Hall again. Another 3 yards. To bring up third and about 4 or 5. Third and 5, short 5, long 4, somewhere in there, 4.5. Doesn't look like Beaver Falls has much of a kicking game based on the kickoff, so I would think it's going to be 4 down territory again for the Beaver Falls Tigers.
I agree with you, Lee.
Boy, he get the first down off that right side. He'll be a little short. Again was the tie in Buford, but this time he didn't get 8 yards. Only got 3 yards.
Looks like about 4th and 2.
Definitely 4 down territory.
I think I'd run Bricks Raw.
Well, you got Raw, Buford, and Hall back there. So they check the wrist coach. 4th down. I say, you said before, play action is, don't think it's coming though. Trying to draw him off sides right now. Could not do that. Give it to Hall. Is he going to get there? No, he's not. Braden Huff with the stop. Neshannock with the Medore Bonner turnover. Change of downs. So Neshannock will take over from their own 29-yard line. What I call Penn, Ohio Bottled Water for delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems, or get cases of bottles delivered to your home or work. So our Joseph's Market drive summary, Jay. Got about 8 plays there.
No, it was actually 13 plays, Lee.
But did not get in the end zone, so Neshannock will take over with 10:08 to go here first half. No score. The defensive battle so far. Huff, he fakes it this time. 40, 45, 50. Nice break at the 45, 40, 35, 30. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 45-yard run, Johnny Huff, first down.
Like I said in pregame, when he gets outside, he can move.
And the way he handles the ball, too.
Look at him go wheelchair.
Oh, Johnny's Peyton's wheeling the wheelchair down.
Yep.
I love it. Got to watch the play. The biggest play of the night for either team. 45-yard game for Johnny Huff, first down. Huff fakes a Dianelli. He's going to be gang tackled this time by 3 Tigers, and Huff gets nowhere. Isaiah Ashbacher on one of them. Second down.
And Dominio Sims is one of the other ball players on him.
Yeah, Ashbacher, part of the basketball team for Beaver Falls. Always a talented basketball team at Beaver Falls.
As long as I can remember, they've always had good basketball.
They've been playing up for a few years, too. They were playing 4A. Second down 10, Huff. Swing pass, complete. They get Luciano. Gets about 6 yards, give him 5 yards in the play.
Good tackle by Demetrius Taylor. If he wouldn't have got him, I think he would have went.
Bring up 3rd and 5. Maybe field goal range, maybe not. I would say 4 down territory.
I agree with you.
So Huff gets the call. Ionelli to the left, trips to his left. Huff gives it to Ionelli, bursts through the middle, first down. As Neshannock enters the red zone. Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. Fill out a form, and the Red Zone does the rest. Visit them online at theredzonesports.com and see how your group can score big at the Red Zone. So Ionelli gets 6. 1st and 10 for the Neshannock Lancers. First good drive of the game. They took over for their own 29-yard line. Huff back to pass, slant pass, over the head. Boy, he had him too. Throw a little bit too high for Braden Huff. Bring up 2nd down.
He had a step in a defender, and it would have been 7. If he would have just maybe a few inches lower, right through the top of the hands.
Nice route there by Braden Huff. 6 foot, 175-pound wide receiver. As Braden Montgomery checks back in for 2nd and 10. No score with 8 minutes to go here, first half, 8:06 to be exact. Huff and Ionelli make sure they're on the same page here. Huff keeps it himself, eludes one man trying to get outside, gets down to the 9-10-yard line here. Mark him off at the 10. Gain of about 4. Actually, they'll give him 5. Only his 3rd carry of the night so far here for Johnny Huff. 3rd down and about 5, long 6. Got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Frazier tight end, keep that in mind.
He just came into the game.
Luciano in motion, can hand it to Luciano, is stacked at the line, nowhere to go. Good play up front by, I think, number 63 for the Beaver Falls Tigers.
Samari McCoy and Isaiah Ashbacher.
Well, they said Osh. One said Ash, one said Osh. We had a fight down there, remember?
Yeah.
Not a fight, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 7.
See if they can draw them all sides.
And there's a timeout, our Pawn's Insurance timeout.
Yeah, they might have changed their mind. See if they come out with the field goal team next, but doesn't look like it.
You can call Dan Paunchins, Jessica Weiland, or Tracy Giddings to get started today. You can visit pawnsinsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. Pawn's Insurance, love the life you live, worry-free. Neshannock, they got what, at least about 30 cheerleaders down there on the right-hand side.
Oh my golly.
A lot of cheerleaders here.
I'll take my shoes off to count them all, Lee.
So it'll be 4th down and 7 again at halftime. We will have the Beaver Falls Band and the Neshannock Band.
Looks like the field goals team come on.
So like Carter DeVivo will be your kicker. Carter looks like it's going to be about a 28-yard field goal. That snap didn't get down in time. It was a bad snap, and it's going to be no good. Bonner did everything he could, but a missed field goal with 6:59 to go here in the first half. No score. Yeah, everything was rushed, unfortunately.
And they called a timeout to get it set up right, and it still didn't work.
And the Medore Bonner Law turnover again. So Beaver Falls will take over their own 20-yard line. And they'll stick with this 3 running back look as Beaver Falls right now. Brickner not throwing the ball at all.
Only one pass.
On those one pass for 10 yards. And getting through the hole on the right side and driving about 6-yard gain is
Buford.
Yep. So that's his 5th carry of the night. Italian, excuse me. Yeah, Italian Buford brings up 2nd and 4. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to a birthday party tonight. I might make it at this rate right now. Shotgun for Brickner. Fakes the handoff, trying to get outside, but then the Neshannock defense right there leading the charge. It looks like Isaiah Nilly.
And Patrick Arguero.
It's a 3rd and 5. See if they go shotgun in here. Again, hit Brickner in the shotgun. Man comes in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. Trying to get that first down. And he'll lunge for that first down. And a nice job getting the first down. That's number 2 there. That's Trey Singleton. Give him a gain of 8. Big first down for the Beaver Falls Tigers, Jay.
They needed that. They haven't been able to get any third downs, so it's nice to get one. And like you said, you thought they was going to pass, and they're sticking with the run.
They're going shotgun now.
I'm looking for play action.
There's your play action. Brickner keeps the ball and go forward for about 3. Boy, and the Neshannock doing a great job. You mentioned one of the keys is handling this Beaver Falls speed, and so far they have.
They haven't got outside yet. Neshannock always has 2 or 3 ball players. Every time they run the ball, there's 2 or 3 ball players to tackle.
Bardensko checks back in for the Neshannock Lancers. We're down to 4:48 here. They go in the first half. No score.
What a fast-moving game, too. But like I said, with no passes, the clock doesn't stop.
We got to stop saying that because we're jinxing ourselves right now.
Yes, we are.
Hand off. That's Hall. Gobbled up. Nowhere to go. That's Fry.
He's making a difference already.
That's a 1 yard less for Hall. And you can hear the crowd when they mention Fry's name too. Welcome to the team.
He played a little bit sparingly last week, and they said they're going to break him in a little bit more as the game week goes on and the season goes on.
It's a 3rd down and 9 from their own 33-yard line.
He is an athlete.
Brickner fakes the handoff, looks downfield, looking long. He has a man wide open, and it's going to be caught. Not going to catch him.
Trey Singleton.
That is Trey Singleton. 66 yards. Touchdown, Beaver Falls. Boy, it looked like that ball was going to be long until you see the speed by Singleton.
Right in his hands, a perfect pass. Like they were setting him up for the last few plays for that pass, and it was there.
So an 80-yard drive for the Beaver Falls Tigers.
6 plays.
66-yard pass. And they will go for 2.
Like you said, I don't think they have too good of a kicking game.
Brickner, man comes in motion. They're going to give it to him. Can he get the corner to get in the end zone? And he'll be short. Stopped there was Michael Blackshear. 6-0 Beaver Falls. 3:41 to go here first half. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll be back after a 60-second break.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years. I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
DNR Lawn Care can take care of all of your landscaping and grass cutting needs. They are fully insured, accept just about any payment method, and have nearly 20 years of experience in the lawn maintenance business. Call DNR Lawn Care today to schedule an estimate or send them a message on Facebook. DNR Lawn Care. Have your lawn done right.
And welcome back to Neshannock High School. 6-0 Beaver Falls. Finally, a touchdown and some scoring here, Jay. But boy, you thought, we mentioned again, we thought that it's going to be like 10 yards too long, and Singleton was able to wander underneath that. And now to kick off and then taking it about the 19-yard line. That's Braden Huff, and he's got drilled
by number 7,
Deshaun Richardson.
I noticed Beaver Falls didn't have their regular kicker kicking off. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Well, if it was anything like the first one, it might be a good decision.
Yeah, because an offensive and defensive lineman, Connor Hosser, actually kicked off that time.
So Neshannock down 6-0 with 3:34 to go here first half. Again, at halftime, we will have both bands. Huff fakes it. Big room, 35, 40, 45, down to the 47-yard line, 17-yard gain. Johnny Huff, first down.
Tackled by Mr. Singleton again. He's been all over that field tonight, Lee.
4 carries so far, and officially 67 yards for Johnny Huff. As Fry's going to come in as a tight end. I'm waiting for him to use him somewhere along the way as a tight end.
He's a big boy and very athletic.
Huff, pitch to Ionelli, ball's in the ground. Ionelli able to track it back down, 5-yard loss. That's all we've seen touching the ball so far tonight is Ionelli and Huff.
I'm surprised the other running back hasn't got involved yet.
And a couple wide receivers. Is only 5 passes so far for Johnny Huff. Second down and 15. Remember, this Beaver Falls defense only gave up 32 points all year. And they're rushing Huff again, but he gets out of the pocket, has some room. Trying to get to the outside, 45. Nice open field tackle by Zion
McElvey.
Zayshawn McElvey, excuse me. Give him about a 5-yard gain for Johnny Huff. Bring up 3rd and 10. As Zayshawn, only a sophomore, 5'8", 155 pounds. Boy, close that gap quickly. And a false start on Beaver Falls. Some movement up the line. Well, let's take those 5 yards back.
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 14.
Clock down to 2:07 here in the first half.
I couldn't see who really moved in that play, Lee.
I don't know. Quiet crowd here tonight.
Well, there's not much to cheer about right now.
Yeah. But on both sides, really. It's just, of course, when you're only running the ball 3-4 yards at a time, a couple plays here and there. And now the referees are going to
tie his shoe.
Okay, that was nice of him.
Yeah.
Let Ryan Huff tie his shoe. So 3rd down and 14 for the Neshannock Lancers. Fake to Ionelli, back to passes. Huff has a man wide open, deep, just over the head of Luciano DeLillo. Just missed him.
I thought he had him.
Missed him by about a yard. Bring up 4th down. The Shannocks have to punt.
That was close, Lee.
Still gives Beaver Falls some time. They should get the ball back. Some decent field position. And DeLillo, after running that long post pattern, now will have to go back to punt. And Anderson goes back to receive for the Tigers. A high snap, DeLillo handles it, just gets it off. And the fair catch taken there by Deshaun Anderson with 1:42 to go here in the first half. Beaver Falls leading 6-0. Neshannock has 2 timeouts left. Let's see And Beaver Falls with all three. Let's see if they play it safe with a 6-0 lead. And you do get the ball back to start the second half, Jay.
I don't think they're going to play it safe.
That's why we're up here.
Yep, we'll see what they do.
Brickner will get the sign, looking for his call over there. Brickner was first team all-conference and all-state last year at quarterback, and they're going to have to take their first Ponce's insurance timeout. And that's your Neshannock marching band from here from Neshannock High School. We're at halftime from Neshannock High School. 14-0. The Beaver Falls Tigers lead the Neshannock Lancers. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back and talk a little bit about this halftime. You're listening and watching the high school football here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for homeowners and businesses in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting and related projects for the winter season. Call Joe today, 724-714-4294, to discuss your next project.
And welcome back to a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, perfect Friday night football here in Western Pennsylvania, Jay. About 50 degrees, a little cold fall in the air.
It's been a very interesting first half.
Yeah, not much for the Neshannock Lancers home faithful here. That's right, we got to keep our ears out for the 50-50 because, one year we might get close. I don't know if we will or not. we will see. But anyways, 14-0 Beaver Falls leading the Neshannock Lancers here at halftime. Neshannock's they're gonna take their extra time out coming out of the locker room as Beaver Falls as they're making their way back on the field. But unofficial stats, Jay, let's see if I can find my glasses here.
They're on your head.
They're on my head. It's perfect. Unofficial stats for the Neshannock Lancers, Mr. Johnny Huff, only 3 of 6 in the air for 11 yards, 5 carries for 72 yards for Johnny Huff, 7 carries for 14 yards for Mr. Ionelli. That's been about it.
Well, they only ran 15 plays, if I counted right, in the first half.
Yeah,
and Beaver Falls ran 31 plays.
Yeah, and for the Beaver Falls Tigers leading the way, Jaron Brickner, he's 4 of 5 for 135 yards passing and that one TD. Rushing, he's 6 for 30. Mr. Singleton, well, there's 2 catches for the 66 and the 47-yarder. So he's got 113 yards in receptions, does Singleton. and that 1 touchdown and the 2-point conversion you can throw in there for Trey Singleton. He is. And a little bit of everybody running the ball for, I mean, we've seen Bricks Raw, we've seen Dre Hall, we've also seen Detalian Buford, which Buford has 5 carries for 33 yards. Singleton also has three carries for 23 yards through on those receptions that he has. We've also seen, we see Bricks Raw, who's 3 carries for 4 yards, but a little bit of everything. We've seen Beaver Falls go, they run that 3 backfield, and then they open things up a little bit. So they're mixing things up nicely.
Well, like I said, they're running the ball, and we both saw. We said one of these times is going to be a play action, and the wide receiver was wide open going down the field.
Yeah, Singleton with that speed, and they said we've said it a couple times already that quarterback and Jaron Brickner throws a nice ball. We thought we had a great view up here. It's like, boy, that ball's gonna be overthrown. And then there goes Singleton, and it's
right in his hands,
right underneath it, and he made just a great adjustment to the ball, and it was perfect. And Singleton, once he gets that open field, they're not going to stop him. So unofficially, I said there's 2 carries for 113 yards, or catches for 113 yards. And I want to give a shout out to everybody here in Neshannock High School, by the way. Boy, do we have a spread of food today. Wow. We got about 150 pieces of chicken down there. We got 6 large pizzas. We have chips, soda, water, and what was that, pasta salad?
And yes.
They had to ruin it with the pasta. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. With the pasta salad. But anyways, I mean, thanks to everybody here at Neshannock High School for just a greatly appreciate their hospitality here, taking care of everybody here in the press box. And I think everybody in the press box might be getting to-go boxes because we still got about 100 pieces of chicken left over right now. So
I don't think I'm eating the rest of the night, Lee.
Oh my gosh, I'm stuffed. Okay, so now we've played a half, Jay. We've gone through a half. And what do you think? What do you think Coach Mazzocco has been telling his team for the Neshannock Lancers? What if you were a fly in the wall? What do you think? Clean. Now we're on the radio now and on the internet, so got to keep it clean. What do you think he was telling his team?
I think he told the team, hold on to the ball and finish your blocks, and just continue to keep Beaver Falls from making the big play. They made 2 of them in the first half, and the second half might be completely different.
Now, what can they change in the second half offensively? I mean, they're not really, other than that one run by Johnny Huff of 45 yards. He had another one of 17. They've really been kept quiet. The defensive line's doing a nice job for this Beaver Falls Tigers.
I think a little bit of play action would work in the second half if he tries some, because Huff could throw a nice ball too.
On the other side of the ball, Beaver Falls, they've had their struggles too. I mean, the first quarter, remember, it was 0-0. Each team had that turnover in the first half there, in the first quarter. But a little bit of Brickner there. Do they continue that play action, or what do you think they might try to do?
I think they should continue doing what they're doing, because once they started dominating on the line of scrimmage, their offensive line was dominating the defensive line of Shannock. They started moving the ball.
At the end of our game, we're going to have our LCAP player of the game and our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Melee Chiropractic, they're currently hiring is Melee Chiropractic. They're looking for dedicated, energetic staff to work as therapy technicians, chiropractic assistants, and front desk positions. Anyone age 16 or older can apply. No experience necessary. Just drop off a resume to their office and send it to meleechiropractic@gmail.com. And the LCAP player of the game, Medical Assistance Transportation Program. LCAP can assist with mileage reimbursements for medical appointment or even assistance signing up for the door-to-door transportation services provided through ACTS. And also the Learning Tree Child Care Center. Quality child care services are available throughout the county for children between the ages of 6 weeks old and 5 years old. And remember, something for your wall photography. You can check out all the images on Something for Your Wall. Just search for that on Facebook. They got a, excuse me, yeah, I'm sorry. Just search Something for Your Wall on Facebook as we get ready for our second half. Thanks to all our fine sponsors. LG Gaethje also for a pregame show, our starting lineups. Beaver Falls going to get the ball back here for the second half. And here comes the kick. High, deep, taking it to 12-yard line. Finds a hole up to the 30, 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Be a first down. And the ball was loose. And Neshannock has it.
Wow, I didn't even see that ball coming out. Did you?
Nobody saw it. Turnover. And Neshannock will take the ball to the 37-yard line. Well, we saw that in the opening kickoff, Jay.
Yep, it was the other way around. Neshannock fumbled the ball.
So did not see that ball come out at all, but Neshannock comes up with it. I want to say Anthony Bonner was on the bottom. He was on the bottom of that pile. And it was Anthony Bonner with the recovery. So Neshannock with a great start here in the second half.
Good field position started.
Play clock down to 5, though. They're going to have to hurry or take a Ponce Insurance timeout. They just do get it off. And they hand the ball off to Iannilli, and they maybe should have took the timeout as Iannilli with no gain. Iannilli only 14 yards in that first half.
The offensive line didn't look too set in that play.
Nobody looked set as they came running out. Bring up second down. 2nd and 10, big opportunity here for the Lancers. Iannilli, fake, and Huff is annihilated by the bottom of that pile. We've called his number out an awful lot as Simeri McCoy, the junior. He's listed at 6'3", 265, and yes, he's on the basketball team also. I want to take him in a basketball court.
That would be a power forward.
3rd and 11, Huff back to pass. Got time, going to go deep down the sideline, tipped. Great play there by Trey Singleton to knock it away from Braden Huff. 4th down.
If he wouldn't have touched that ball, it would have been 6.
Boy, Singleton doing it on the offensive end and on the defensive end. And I have a feeling Neshannock should go for it in 4th and 11 here. There's one-on-one coverage out there, but Singleton had it played perfectly.
Well, he made up a lot of ground there because I thought it was going to be 6 as soon as Huff threw a beautiful pass there, and I thought it was going to be 6.
4th and 11. Huff being pressured, throw, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and that was Luciano DeLillo. Actually, no, it wasn't. That was Carter DeVivo.
I thought that ball should have been caught, but.
So 4 and out. The Medora Bonner Law turnover. Change of possession. So Beaver Falls escapes that. We bring up 1st and 10 for Beaver Falls with 10:42 to go here first half, and they're leading 14-0. I expect them to go back into this running game.
Well, in second quarter, they got a lot of yards. Not a lot of big yards, but 4 or 5 yards every carry.
And here's that running formation. Here comes our
timeout.
Our Ponce's Insurance timeout. You can visit PonceInsurance.com to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live. My name's Lee Moan along with Jay Moan. Thank you for watching tonight's action. Next week, stay tuned to Lawrence County SportsNet. I'm not exactly sure of the games. I think we might be at Laurel next week. One game. Yeah, Dom's looking back, our producer back here. He's like, yeah, it sounds good. He's just thinking food right now because Laurel always has the good spread over Laurel. I don't know if they can top what we had earlier.
I was going to say, they're going to have to do great to top what we had tonight.
So let's see, Beaver Falls comes out in the field after that Ponce Insurance timeout. 1st and 10, but Beaver Falls leading 14-0.
Beaver Falls come up to the line with 3 seconds last time. No time to get the play off. So they had to call timeout.
And Brickner underneath center. Hands the ball off. Be a short gain. Could be Dre Hall. Another fumble?
No, I think he says he's down.
Why not? Hey, why not try?
Oh, yeah.
DeVivo had it and said, it's mine, it's a touchdown. We're going to have to reset the play clock, I think. Actually, they did not, so they just kept it moving. Play clock down to 13. They're trying to reset the clock now. There it is. So Beaver Falls going to get an extra 10 seconds out of this. Bring up second down and 8. Comes the handoff to Singleton. He's going to run out of room. Nowhere for him to run this time. Short gain for Singleton.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, still looking for our Durham big block of the night so far. Don't let just anybody lay the foundation for your business. Visit DurhamConcrete.com for your free estimate today. Thanks to all the fine sponsors here in the Lawrence County Sports Network. Without you, without them, it doesn't happen here at Lawrence County Sports Network. Brickner faked the handoff, rolls out those left, throws a nice ball out there, complete, first down.
He was wide open. There wasn't a guy within 5 yards of him.
And that's Singleton again with the first down. Gain of about 17 yards. 150 on the night unofficially. First down, Singleton with his 4th catch. Singleton is 67 and 30, or 64, 47. There's 17 right there. It's Beaver Falls, first down and 10 from the Neshannock 42-yard line. Brickner fakes the handoff, and he's going to go all the way, 40. And he fumbles the ball. Somehow comes out, and Neshannock will recover. Braden Huff came up with the recovery. Brickner in disbelief. Give him 22 yards in the carry.
I think he was trying to switch arms, which I don't know why, and ball come out.
And the golden sin of broadcasting, calling a touchdown before he breaks over the goal line.
Yeah.
He was all alone and then something knocked the ball out of his hand.
I think like I said, he was trying to switch from one arm to the other, and he forgot to catch it.
Maybe the ghost of Mark Shaw got him there. First down and 10 for Neshannock at the 12-yard line. There comes the handoff for Neshannock. Going to get the first down, a 20-yard gain for Jackson Billick in his first carry of the night. See if that can get some life into the Neshannock Lancers. Take advantage of the second turnover. We see that in some of the bloopers sometimes in the NFL, you know, with the ball coming out and no one knocking it out.
That's what that looked like.
Huff looks like a busted play, and he's going to get busted down. And there comes the flag.
No.
But Johnny Huff get that 15-yard penalty as Demetrius Taylor. A little extracurricular activity on the far side.
Yeah, he probably should have let go as soon as he hit the sidelines. He just kept on going another 10 yards.
It's a 4-yard loss for Johnny Huff. But tack on 15, and that should be a first down. They say roughing the passer. He wasn't passing, but that's another point. So that's actually going to be short of the first down. So it's going to be first down and 2. On the play. It's a big break for the Neshannock Lancers.
I didn't understand that at all.
It's a first down and 10 from the 40. Billick gets the handoff, and he's hitting the backfield. No way he's getting anywhere. Great play on the defensive end by Isaiah Ashbacher. So Billick loses 4.
Billick couldn't get started. Ashbacher was right on him as soon as he got the handoff.
Ashbacher, 6'3", 205, also on the basketball team. Boy, the Neshannock, they've scored 40 points each of their first 4 games. Quick slant, complete to DeLillo. Short gain of about 5. Fourth completion of the night for Johnny Huff. Brings up third and about 10. Third and about 8 from the 42-yard line.
A little bit of hurry up now.
And they need something. This Beaver Falls defense, again, remember, they've only given up 32 points in 4 games, and 19 was the one team. 3rd and 8, Huff. Got time, looking deep, down the middle, over the Singleton, almost intercepts it. Threw in the double coverage.
Where did he come from, Singleton? He looked like he was completely out of the play, and he just missed intercepting that ball.
Yeah, they're looking down the middle of the field, unlike the Steelers. Incomplete, 4th down. I had to say it once tonight.
I knew you did. Unfortunately, you're right, Lee.
So DeLillo, after running that deep slant again, will go back to punt.
Good thing he's in good shape.
Anderson, deep to receive for the Beaver Falls Tigers for the 42-yard line. Just does get it away. Anderson will let the ball bounce. And for some reason, Demetrius Taylor falls on it. He thought maybe it hit a Beaver Falls Tiger, which it did not. Fortunate the Tigers take over with 7:34 to go here, 3rd quarter. Interesting. So Medora, Bonner, Law change of possession. So Beaver Falls will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, leading 14-0 with 7:34 to go here, 3rd quarter.
This is definitely not the type of game we expected, Lee.
No. So Brickner fakes the handoff, trying to get in the middle, does not do that. Arguero with the defensive play. Brings up 2nd and about 8. Yeah, the size of the middle of that line for Beaver Falls, led by Connor Palucci, 6 foot, 300-pound senior, getting some D3 looks. He's having himself a nice ball game in the middle of the ball field. Is Palucci.
He's the center on offense, and the nose tackle on defense.
Now one back look. Hands the ball off. That's Bricks Rawl. Bricks is going to get about 5 yards in the play. His first touch in quite a while.
Yeah.
He had the first 3 carries, 3 out of the first 4 carries, and then been quiet. Gets 5 yards this time. Bring up about 3rd and about 5. Boy, Neshannock needs a stop. Had their chance with the opening kickoff being fumbled, but went 4 and out.
Then they had their chance when they covered a fumble and the guy was going in for a touchdown. Now it's a 2-back look.
And he's going to hand the ball off to Singleton. Singleton gets out of bounds around that 1st down marker. It's going to be, depends where it's marked here.
I think it's going to be shortly.
By about a yard.
Yep.
If that. Yeah, about just a little over a yard, 4th down. Beaver Falls with a 14-0 lead. And he said 1st down.
What?
It was marked a yard short over there. They can't. They moved the chains. They have no idea. They called for the measurement, but they moved the chains. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
The ball was marked a yard short of the sticks. And then the referee pointed first down. They moved the chains, then they called for a measurement. Boy, there's a bad break for the Neshannock Lancers. To Beaver Falls, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hope that'll go back to Harlem.
And Beaver Falls going to run down this play clock as they have the 14-0 lead with 5.5 to go here, third period. Smart play right now. Here comes Singleton. He's through the hole, gains about 5. Give him 6. Did not hear that 50-50, so.
Maybe the end of third.
Yeah. But Singleton's a nice-looking ball player. 5'11", 170-pound senior.
Well, we know he can catch a ball, that's for sure.
And we know he can run.
Yes.
And we know he plays basketball also.
Looking forward to seeing him in the basketball season.
I'm always looking forward to Beaver Falls play basketball. Bricks Raw with a hard run. Still going forward. Give him about a yard.
Yeah, if that, Lee.
Beaver Falls is always a joy to watch play basketball. A lot of Jeters at that Beaver Falls. Third down and about, they're going to call it 3.
It's a long 3.
Clock down to 4:11. You don't see a lot of teams do this. I mean, they're running this play clock down, which is very good to see if you're a Beaver Falls fan with a 14-point lead. Singleton gets through the hole, gets to the 45, down to the 40. Ball comes loose. Are they going to say fumble or are they going to say down? They're going to say it's down. So first down. I think it's the proper call.
I agree with you, Lee.
Looked like from up here, the ground caused the fumble, but another first down for the Beaver Falls Tigers. Singleton unofficially 44 yards on 6 carries, plus his touchdown and the receptions that he has. It's ridiculous right now what he's doing on the ball field tonight.
He's doing anything he wants.
Now here comes the inside handoffs. Beaver Falls is doing anything they want.
That was Mr. Buford.
Yeah,
with the run.
Haven't heard from Buford for a while. Give him 3. Yeah, the offensive line for Beaver Falls has just been absolutely dynamite here tonight. Damiano Sims only listed at 5'8", 175 pounds, yeah, that offensive line.
And he's moving some people too. I think he's strong and has good leverage.
Another 2-yard gain for Trey Hall. Yeah, this is just, as we said earlier, smash fouls football. Also on that offensive line. And we got Palucci up there. Also Simari McCoy, who we called a lot in that defensive line tonight. Also Demetrius Taylor is your tight end, along with Isaiah Ashblocker. Third down and 5 for the Beaver Falls Tigers.
They're under center this time.
And they're going to get the first down and then some. Hanging on the ball, holding on for dear life is Buford, but they get the first down. And there's his 8. They're going to only mark it 6 yards. But still, another first down. Clock goes down to 1:45 to go, and Beaver Falls is just eating clock, and running the clock, running the ball. Neshannock has no answers right now.
Not time for a pass here.
Why?
Well, I agree, but just break it up.
Buford with a 1-yard gain. You have a 14-0 lead. There's hardly any crowd, even though it's a packed house here in Neshannock. A quiet crowd. You got a minute left in the third quarter and a 14-0 lead. And you're imposing your will right now on the Neshannock Lancers. Beaver Falls beaten Neshannock the last 2 years they played. This should be possibly the last play of the third quarter. There's your play action, wide open. Touchdown. Demetrius Taylor, 29 yards, 20-0.
I think I called that, Lee. You could see he was setting it up. And you were right, Lee. Wide open.
Second touchdown pass for Brickner. Actually, it's going to get called back, though. We have a penalty in the play. A holding call from the 34-yard line. So that's going to negate that. Did not see the flag.
I didn't either.
I don't think anybody did.
And we called a touchdown again.
Well, that happens every once in a while because of the flag in the play. Play action worked, but somebody got caught on the line with their hand in the cookie jar. So the ball goes back to the 44-yard line, be 2nd and 25.
There's not too many 2nd and 25 plays in the book.
Yeah, but when you have Trey Singleton on your side, you don't need just give the ball to him. And they fake it to him this time, and Brickner runs over one man, two man, gets down to 34 and a 10-yard gain, and that's going to do it. Should do it for the third quarter. The clock goes down to 15 seconds. Now we'll do it for the third quarter with the score of Neshannock trailing Beaver Falls 14-0. You're listening and watching the high school football here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN. Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team and how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for homeowners and businesses in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting and related projects for the winter season. Call Joe today, 724-714-4294, to discuss your next project.
Yeah, welcome back to Neshannock. We want to thank Dorn Construction for being one of our great sponsors. With over 30 years of experience, Dorn Concrete has a team of contractors you want, laying down the blocks for your home or office or job. 14-0 Beaver Falls. Beaver Falls has been laying down that foundation all game, Jay.
I'll tell you what, they've just been blocking and blocking and blocking, and they can't, Neshannock just can't stop them.
Yeah, the offensive line, we mentioned the names earlier. Along that offensive line, also give credit to Mr. Damian Lee, 6 foot, 290-pound junior also. 3rd and 15 from the 34 for the Beaver Falls Tigers. Man comes in motion, fakes there, slant over the middle, it's complete. Taylor close to the first down, and they Roll to fumble, picked up by Neshannock. Picked up by Billick. And the referees are going to talk about it here too.
They said no.
It looks like we're confused there. Referees are confused whether it's a first down or it's a fumble. Fumble or Neshannock ball? They're going to say it's Neshannock ball. So another turnover for the Beaver Falls Tigers.
That's 3 in the second half.
So negate the 50, or actually it's a 50. Bring it back to the 40-yard line. So Neshannock, another turnover, 3 here in the game.
Beaver Falls just keeps giving them back the ball. One of these times, Neshannock's going to have to score, though.
And it's only 14-0. 11:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. So Neshannock, another break. And a man jump for Neshannock. That'll cost them 5. Tony Parada, the 6'2", 225-pound lineman, jumped 5 yards. So instead of 1st and 10, be 1st and 15. It did not see the fumble at the end of that play either.
No.
It was a nice throw by Brickner. Good catch there by Taylor. It was really close to the first down.
I think he had the first down.
But the Medore Bonner Law turnover. Check out MedoreBonnerLaw.com. Say that 3 times fast, huh?
You go ahead and try, Lee. I'm on.
I just did. Ialillo. Short gain.
Deshaun Anderson with the tackle.
Boy, they've really kept Ionelli really quiet here tonight.
He's averaging, what was it, 6 yards a carry?
Yes, he's only averaging 2 right now. 7 carries for 15 yards, unofficially. 2nd down and 14. Faked Ionelli. Pass complete. It's a short gain to Dom Cabellis.
Isaiah Oshbacher with the tackle.
Bring up 3rd down. Yeah, Cabellis played the Pony League World Series last year. Part of that Neshannock baseball team. 3rd down and 9. Neshannock's had problems converting on 3rd down here tonight. Huff being pressured. Gets away from one man. Trying to scramble. Finds a man open. Gets the first down, I believe, to Anthony Bonner just over the 50-yard line to the 46-yard line. So Huff creating something out of nothing. 13-yard gain, 1st down, Neshannock.
He was pretty close to getting past the line of scrimmage there, but he knew what he was doing. I thought he was going to get caught in the backfield. Nice play by Huff to get away from people.
He rolls out to his right. Quarterback run here. Get down to the 39-yard line. Give him about 7, but we have a flag.
I think there's going to be a hold, it looked like.
Referees will talk about it. 7-yard run for Johnny Huff. Referee comes out to make the call, and there's your hold. We'll give him about a 5-yard gain. Remember, at the end of this game, we will have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game and our LCAP player of the game. We try to stick with Lawrence County, but we might have to go player of the game another way to a Beaver County guy if the score holds up. Score holds up right now. Huff, back-to-back, swing pass. Ionelli's going to get drilled.
Nice.
Nowhere for him to go. Good open field tackle by Trey Hall.
And Sean McElvey, too. He hit him first.
This Beaver Falls defense is quick. Shannock's done a nice job offensively. Defensively hold the Beaver Falls Tigers for the most part. Having problems solving this defense for the Beaver Falls Tigers. 2nd down and 22. Huff back to pass. He's got one-on-one on the outside, but there's perfect position by Sejan McElvey to knock that away. 3rd down.
Beautiful defense by McElvey.
One-on-one coverage, but they're not afraid. Well, you have Singleton on one side, you got McElvey on the other. They just said, go ahead, put your best man out there. We can cover him.
Well, he went step for step and just stuck his hand up and knocked the ball out of the way.
And also Jaron Brickner out there. He's on the outside also. 3rd down and 22. Huff steps up in the pocket, has nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down at the 42-yard line. Won't be a sack. It'll be Damiano Sims. Bring up 4th down.
A little bit of John going back and forth, but nothing's going to happen out of it.
And Neshannock's going to have to punt again. Looks like Beaver Falls. Of course, got a lot of time left though. 9:20 to go. They just can't put this Neshannock team away. Turning the ball over, keeping Neshannock in this game.
Well, 3 turnovers in this half alone.
So DeLillo will go back to pick. Punt. Gets it away. Takes a good Neshannock roll. And Beaver Falls will just step out of bounds into Sean Anderson, and Beaver Falls will take over 1st down and 10 on their own 22-yard line with a 14-0 lead coming after the game. I said we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game and our LCAP, or excuse me, our Melee Chiropractic play of the game and our LCAP player of the game later on. I want to thank the Red Zone also. Not a lot of teams in the Red Zone tonight. But check them out on Wilmington Road. You want your favorite high school team apparel? They have it all down there at the Red Zone. Greatly appreciate their sponsorship here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. Brickner with our Ponce Insurance timeout. We'll do the same. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening and watching the high school football here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Triv Live High School Sports Network.
That was awesome.
Yeah, welcome back to Neshannock High School with that standout platform you just saw the commercial for. Our play the game might get on that standout platform, so you can check that out. Right now, our man Trey Singleton having himself a field day here. A great night for the Beaver Falls Tigers. 1st down and 10 for Beaver Falls from their own 22-yard line. Brickner hands it off to Singleton right on cue. Gets the corner, 22, 25, down to 30, 32-yard line. Very close to that first down is Trey Singleton. Will they give it to him? Depends on the mark. Looks like they're going to mark him down to 31, so they're going to give him 9 on the play.
Yard short. You'll see what happens this play. Beaver Falls is definitely taking their time.
Unofficially 53 yards rushing for Singleton on 7 carries. A very, very good defensive play that we saw a couple times. 1 touchdown to 64 yards. 2nd down and 1. Brickner fakes the handoff, gains the seam, gets the 1st down to the 36-yard line. Give him 5, clock stops, 7:59 to go. More of the same, Jay.
Yep, just load up and run the ball. I thought Mr. Brickner would throw the ball more, but he doesn't have to, like you said. You have that running attack, you just go with it.
Unofficially 10 carries for 65 yards for Brickner. So Brickner getting some MAC looks. First team all-conference last year and all-state. brother plays at YSU. He's going to keep the ball again. Run over a couple people. Still on his feet down to the 43-yard line. Jaron Brickner. 23 yards.
What a run. He carried 3 guys, probably 10 yards down the field.
Jaron Brickner listed at 180 pounds at 6'2". Boy, running hard.
That was probably one of his best runs of the night. Might not have been his longest, but it was probably the best he had.
That was his longest. He had a 22-yarder, and now there's 23-yarder.
Okay.
And the play clock has stopped working. Clock is still running, though. There's the play clock. An advantage Beaver Falls because the play clock started late, so they're going to stand there for 20 seconds with a 14-0 lead. And this is what you do. And now a flag. Now they're going to say delay a game. But you can't call delay a game. It's a little confusion by the back judge has the clock on his clock there, so he didn't see he doesn't watch the play clock. He has the play clock on his wrist, so he throws the flag thinking it's a delay a game. But the head ref didn't reset the clock in time, so they should reset the clock here for 25 seconds and no penalty.
But look at the clock.
There it is. Now it runs. But the play clock should be running.
The play clock's running, but the clock is not running.
Yeah, the clock should be running. But anyway, 6:39 to go. And now we're going to get... Oh, boy. Now, I believe the referee's coming over and say, the clock's not running. Let me, in the memory of Mark Schoss, Don't get the time right here in a minute. How many times Mark Shaw said that on the air? And Mark was an official.
Yes. And they said he was a good official too.
The thing is he gave his warnings to the coaches as they came out. Now they're going to go over and talk to the Coach Mazzocco, try to explain how much time might be on the clock. But then they're going to have to go over and talk to Mr. Nardone and explain the same thing to him. With approximately 6:39.
We think they're 6:39.
6:39. So after the game, I said we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game, our all-cap player of the game next week. Stay tuned to Lawrence County Sports Network. We'll have the games listed. I'm sure Mr. Dawson will have on the Twitter feed, and Lawrence County SportsNet on the Twitter feed, what games we will be broadcasting next week. I think Laurel might be one of them. Coach Mazzocco not happy at all.
Well, they lost 10 or 15 seconds. The clock was running, but the play clock wasn't running. Then they changed the play clock to 40. It's been interesting here.
I say they should just keep the clock stopped, let it run a play. That's just my opinion, just to fix everything. But let's see what they do. And they're not going to explain anything to Coach Nardone.
Well, he really don't care because it's his advantage.
Now, actually, Coach Nardone wants an explanation. And the referee explains to Jaron Brickner what's going on. Okay, I think we got everything done. And the clock will start with the play clock at 25 running.
And now you have 6:56.
Oh, so they added 15 seconds.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Okay. Well, that was because of anyways.
Yes.
1st and 10. That's the main thing we need to know.
Now there's 6:40 left.
Triple fake there. They give it to Singleton. Gets to the 35, down to the 30, 29-yard line. 14-yard gain, first down. That just rested up the legs of Trey Singleton there. And we have a man down. And that's a Lancer.
I don't see the number as of now, Lee.
Yep.
28.
Yeah, that's the big man. That's Carter Cadence, 5'10", 285-pound freshman. So while they attend to him, let's take a 1-minute break, Dawn. 14-0 Beaver Falls, 6.5 to go here, fourth quarter. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Trib Live High School Sports Network and the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
And welcome back. I want to thank Penn Ohio. You can call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for your home or business bottled water delivery, ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles of water to 5-gallon. Let us do the lifting and bring refreshing water to your door. We also want to thank to the Crane Room for out-of-town scoreboard, which we don't have the scores tonight, unfortunately, but you can check those out at the Crane Room. Get some of that Q sauce at the Crane Room. And 724-656-1553 for the Crane Room. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. As Singleton takes the handoff, cuts it back inside and give him another 5 yards. Another jet sweep. Unlike the Pittsburgh Steelers, this gains 5.
That's a couple more of them little digs on the Steelers, Lee, but they have it coming.
That's why I didn't waste my. That's why I got my beauty sleep last night. I figured I'm not watching.
I think you need no more beauty sleep, Lee.
Well, thank you.
I don't need it.
No comment.
I know.
Second down and 5 for Beaver Falls, leading 14-0. They just continue to churn this clock. Man comes in motion. Brickner fakes that, cuts left, goes down the side. We have a flag in the play as Brickner goes in for the touchdown, but a flag at the 5-yard line. So hold up on that.
I would say another hold.
Referee comes out. This is a nice throw by the ref. Holding on Neshannock, so that's going to count as a touchdown.
Wow.
It's a 25-yard run for Jaron Brickner.
He went in untouched.
Makes it 20-0 with 5:11 to go. Wait a minute. It should be a touchdown. They pointed towards Neshannock.
But then they pointed toward.
Okay, they pointed towards Neshannock. It went on Beaver Falls.
It's
Okay.
15 yards, though. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know if they do either, Lee.
For those of you who are complaining about the officials, go to PIAA.org, click on how to become official, take your test, and see how you can do, Jay and Lee. First down and 10 at the 30-yard line.
But there's no explanation of what happened.
They threw the flag at the 5, pointed towards Neshannock. Was a hold on Neshannock. I'm guessing it was a personal foul on Beaver Falls, make it 2nd 10 at the 30, because they marked 15 yards off in the 15-yard line. Let's see Singleton what he can do here. 30, 25, 20, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. No flags?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I apologize for the confusion. We're just calling with the referees what they're pointing. Now it's 1st down.
That was a beautiful block by number 75, Thomas Tutwiller. He got out in front of him and he just opened it up for him.
So 1st down and 10 inside the red zone for Beaver Falls. Handoff, touchdown.
And no flags.
Deshaun Anderson, are we sure?
I don't see. Yep, they put the touchdown sign up. No flags that time.
This is the 4th time I'm going to write a touchdown for Beaver Falls, and this one's going to count. Deshaun Anderson, a 15-yard run.
You called it right this time, Lee.
Jeez. Oh, my gosh. 20-0. Time for a Cunningham Funeral Home extra point.
I believe it was 5 plays and about 4 minutes of time off the clock.
So they'll go for 2. Man comes in motion. They're going to give it to him, and he's going to be short of. They're going to give it to him. Just did get in. Michael Blackshear was able to get that ball over the end zone before he got pushed out. 22-0 Beaver Falls, 4:57 to go. You're listening and watching the high school football here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medore Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services in over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
I never heard it.
And welcome back to Neshannock High School, 22-0.
Neshannock's going to have to do something quick because they're running out of time.
Damiano Sims
out of bounds.
Kicks it out of bounds, and Neshannock will get the ball at the 40-yard line. So they'll take over, and they have done nothing offensively here tonight.
Except Mr. Huff had a couple nice runs. And a nice pass or two, but this second half, nothing.
Yeah, Johnny Huff does not have a yard rushing tonight. I mean, except in the second half. Only rushed 4 times for 0 yards.
And Beaver Falls turned the ball over 3 times and given Neshannock a lot of time to get something, and they're just not doing anything. They've had their chances.
So Neshannock down 3 scores. Huff over the middle. A little bit too far for DeLillo.
I think DeLillo was open, but Paul was just a little bit too far in front of him.
7 of 15 unofficially for Johnny Huff for 36 yards. It's not going to get it done.
No. It looks like he's going to have to throw the ball now to try to get back in this game.
Still got all your timeouts. Huff will tuck it and run. Get out of bounds after a 5-yard gain, and there's a flag.
And that was uncalled for.
That might be an ejection out of that one. Yeah, bricks raw. Not a good look there. And Beaver Falls celebrating a little bit on the field. That's going to be 15 yards on Beaver Falls.
Took him out of bounds right over the bench section.
You can call ahead and reserve your seat after the game or place an order for takeout, outside pickup, dinner, homemade desserts, even a crawler to go. Crawler, excuse me. Crawler, I got it right. I don't drink, so I don't know.
You should start.
No part. 45-yard line. Huff being pressured. Throws over the middle. DeLillo in and out of the hands.
Good play by the defense. By number 25, Deshaun Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson had he's had a nice game. Of course, this whole defensive backfield, this whole defense, been everywhere. Neshannock said they got over 40 points each game. Being pressured, throw Ionelli, a little bit too far for him. As Damiano Sims broke through and Huff had to run for his life. Threw that ball a little bit too quick because he had to.
He has to either throw the ball or get sacked. He didn't have a chance to set his feet or anything, just toss it and hope.
I'm trying to think if Neshannock has been in the red zone tonight.
They were when they missed the field goal, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They missed that 28-yarder earlier, way back earlier.
Ah, there's a flag there.
False start by Neshannock. Yeah, they missed the 28-yard field goal early. That's about it.
I thought that was going to give them a chance to get going, and after that, they haven't done hardly anything.
Yeah, this defense has been outstanding for Beaver Falls. Down to 4:31 to go, fourth quarter. Third down and 15. Two receivers each side. Huff gives it to the first man through, and he's going to get the first down. Billick and Moore, 20, down to the 18-yard line. Jackson Billick, the senior, caught everybody by surprise there.
That has to be the longest run of the night for them.
32 yards. So Billick gets the first down for the Neshannock. Huff, looking, still looking, throws, DeLillo catches it. Is he in bounds? Not out of bounds. Only need 1 foot in bounds, but could not get that in. He's being chased there by Dre All.
It's a good try by DeLillo, but couldn't get them feet, even 1 foot down.
I'll tell you, Peyton Weaver does good with that wheelchair, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's been going up and down. He wants to be out there so bad.
Oh, without a doubt. And Huff going to be drugged down, sacking Isaiah Ashbacher. Brought him down by the arm. Bring up third down and about 14.
Then he helped them up, which was nice.
Huff's been running for his life just about all night. Oh, nowhere to go, the big man for Beaver Falls.
Damian Lee.
6', 290 junior. Ionelli had no chance. Actually, it was Billick with no chance. 3-yard loss, 4th down and 13. So about 4th down and 15 for the 22.
He got the handoff and he was in his face.
Huff being pressured again, throws for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted. Singleton intercepts it.
Smartly kneeled.
And the Medore Bonner Law turnover.
Oh, there's a flag, Lee.
So some taunting going on one of the sides here. MedoreBonnerLaw.com, your community firm with a personal connection, individual service. I'll also thank the Cunningham Funeral Home. To learn more about their services and pre-planning, visit their website, www.cunninghamfh.com, or follow them on Facebook.
Gonna be a 15-yarder or half the distance, one of the two.
It's gonna go from the 20, he'll take it down to the 10-yard line. Thank Joseph's Marketplace also for this drive summary. Joseph's Marketplace, they've been family owned and operated since 1915. Yeah, we tried to get him on the air at the golf outing. He said, no. Just so Mr. Presnar didn't want to talk. But he's got a great bakery there. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the 10-yard line with 2:58 to go here. We'll have our cameraman, Mr. Rob Natal, run down some shirts at the end of the game. The handoff gets about 5 yards. Unfortunately, it looks like our player of the game and play of the game is going to go towards our Beaver County friends.
You have to, Lee.
Yeah. Mr. Natal's already picked them. He just, which way is it going to go for the player in the play of? Second down and 5 as the clock continues to run. Neshannock's going to have their first defeat of the year as we have our Ponce's Insurance timeout. You can call agent Dan Pontius, Jessica Weiland, or Tracy Giddings to get started today. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live. Worry-free. Also, thank Doran Concrete. When it comes to your residential or commercial concrete service, you need a team you can rely on. Call Doran Construction for your free estimate today. 2:26 to go. Again, next week, we will be somewhere. Check out the Lawrence County Sports Network website or the Twitter feed. Neshannock will be home against New Brighton, and Beaver Falls will be home against Riverside next week. So we might be back here next week. Mr. Dotson will pick that game out. Beaver Falls, 2nd and 5. Inside handoff and trying to break it outside now, and we'll get that first down. I think we have a new runner in the game there. New number, yeah, actually it was Bricks Raw. And I think the Shank's going to call a timeout, another Ponce Insurance timeout. That'll be their second of the half. They should be down to 1 as they trail 22-0. So the first half is taking on, the second half is taking a while.
Well, you have how many penalties in the second half? I didn't keep track, but there's quite a few.
And how many non-penalties?
Yeah.
And stoppage of clocks and whatever else, so. Yeah, unfortunately, in the Neshannock faithful, not having a lot to cheer for about the home team tonight. This offensive line and defensive line for Beaver Falls has just been dynamite here tonight. So first down at 10. Jaron Brickner. Underneath center. That's Rawl. Through the middle. 50, 45, 40. Cuts to the left, down to the 25. Down to the 19-yard line. Bricks Rawl. 46 yards. First down, Beaver Falls.
I thought he was going to go, but he got caught from behind. I think he ran out of speed there.
Beaver Falls got to have close to 300 yards rushing here tonight. Over 200, that's for sure.
How many's that for Raw now, Lee?
Not a lot, actually. Unofficially, 9, 10, 15, about 60 yards.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot. So Neshannock, I don't think we'll be calling any more timeouts here, as they're going to throw the white flag in, I think. Beaver Falls will run some plays here. Back to Raw. Boy, running hard down to the 6-yard line. Bricks Raw. First down, goal into the red zone.
It's like a rugby match there.
Thanks to the Red Zone for sponsoring tonight's broadcast and every broadcast. Again, Bricks Raw listed at 5'8", 180. As Braden Huff's going to come limping off. The clock goes down to 1:12, so about 2 more plays. I think Beaver Falls is, I'm going to guess, just kneeling the ball right now. Maybe the sportsmanlike thing to do. There's the one kneel. And let that clock go down under 40, and they'll kneel it again. And
yeah, they might have to. I don't know.
They got to snap one more.
Yeah.
Now they'll snap. Shirts on the table. Down to 25. And there's the last kneel.
That's good sportsmanship there.
And Beaver Falls will celebrate. Final score, Beaver Falls 22, Neshannock nothing. We'll be back with our post-game show, and we'll hand out our awards. You're listening and watching the high school football here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
And welcome back to Neshannock High School one last time. Final score, Beaver Falls defeats the Neshannock Lancers 22-0. And sometimes you hear 22-0, it's not really a 22-0 whitewash. This was a 22-0 whitewash, Jay.
That was one of the most impressive defensive performances I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, they held Johnny Huff to 50 yards rushing, unofficially 72 yards rushing, 9 carries, and 7 of 19 through the air for 36 yards.
I think he got most of the rushing yards in the first half.
Yeah, he had 72 yards in the first half. He did not have a rushing yard in the second half. Unofficially through the air, Jaron Brickner 6 for 7, 167 yards passing, 10 for 92 on the ground for Jaron Brickner. Mr. Singleton had 4 catches. He had won a 66-yard touchdown pass. He had a 47-yard reception, a 17-yard reception. Plus, he had 10 carries, 28, 30, 40, 53, 67, 86 yards, 10 carries for Trey Singleton. Also, our Joseph's Marketplace drive summary, at 3:41 of the first quarter, the second quarter, Beaver Falls with a 66-yard, 6-play drive. Mr. Singleton, the pass from Brickner, making it 6-0, and with just 47 seconds left in the first half, a 15-yard run by Jaron Brickner, the 2-point completion complete, 14-0, and a 15-yard run by Deshaun Singleton to make it 20-0 to end the game. The 2-point conversion was missed. So that's your Joseph's Marketplace scoring summary. Time for our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Jay, we have to go with Mr. Jaron Brickner with that 66-yard pass. Talk a little bit about that completion, our Maley Chiropractic play of the game.
That pass was impressive. He threw it probably 40 yards in the air, and we figured there's no way he's going to – he hit that receiver in stride. I thought, and Lee thought, it was going to be over his head, and it was perfect pass.
So Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Jaron Brickner of the Beaver Falls Tigers. Maley Chiropractic, the Lawrence County SportsNet, proud to honor Jaron for tonight's Play of the Game. He will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Jaron Brickner of the Beaver Falls Tigers for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Our LCAP Player of the Game, Jay, goes to another Beaver Falls Tigers, Mr. Trey Singleton. I said we had 4 catches for over 100 yards, 10 carries for 83 yards. Talk a little bit about the performance of Trey Singleton.
No matter what he wanted to do, he did it well. He caught the ball, and in rushing, he ripped off 2 or 3 10, 12-yard runs. They just couldn't stop him.
Lawrence County Community Action Partnership proud to present the Player of the Game to Trey Singleton of the Beaver Falls Tigers. LCAP and the Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor Trey for tonight's Player of the Game. He will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's Player of the Game. To view the full list of this year's Players of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on Player of the Game. Congratulations to Trey Singleton for being named tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP, they're changing lives. Final thoughts, Mr. J. Moon, before we sign off here from the Neshannock Lancers.
Even though Beaver Falls had 3 turnovers in the second half, they just couldn't do no wrong. They just kept running the ball, and occasionally they just do the old play action and get touchdowns.
Talk a little bit about that offensive and defensive line.
I haven't seen that much in a long time. That much they controlled both lines of scrimmage. Sometimes you might control the offense, but they controlled the offense and the defensive line.
Well, as you can see in this on your screen, final score, the guest has 22, which is Beaver Falls. The 0, unfortunately, in the Neshannock Lancers. The Beaver Falls goes to 4-1. The Neshannock falls to 4-1. Beaver Falls takes control of first place in the conference. For my partner, Jay Moon, for everybody here at Neshannock, thanks for joining us here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCOP. 22-0, Beaver Falls defeats Neshannock. And as always, you've been watching tonight's broadcast on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.